I'm Kell, the host of Aligned, and I'm so excited you're here. Let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop following someone else's strategy and start building a business that aligns with your vision? As a 2-4 cycle generator and business coach, I know the power of aligning your actions with your unique design. On this podcast, we'll dive into business strategies, human design, and have conversations with awesome women who are doing business their own way. I'm here to show you how to build a business that gives you the life you truly desire. Let's get started and have some fun. Welcome to another episode of Aligned with Kell Quarrell. I am your host, Kell, and today is yet another solo episode recorded in my car running, air conditioner on, because it is another hot and humid Gold Coast day. And being that we are the first week of December, I have extra humans in my house with school coming to a close. And so I've opted to record this episode just before I go in to an appointment. So the first week of December, we are very quickly nearing the end of 2024. And last night I was lucky enough to be on a beautiful group session with my other company, She Can. We have a membership for the women in our community, and we meet once a month. And last night we were taking the opportunity to do some reflection on 2024. And I've honestly lost count how many times I've said, it is completely wild that we are entering 2025. Like, was it not just a couple of years ago when we thought that the world was going to end, when the clocks clicked over to the year 2000? And here we are, a couple of weeks out, entering 2025. Anyway, last night's session was a really timely reminder of the value of being able to do some reflection as the calendar year comes to a close. But what I wanted to share on this podcast episode is that reflection is valuable, of course, at any time, at any given moment. Reflecting on how you are feeling, reflecting on what it is that you are doing and how you are utilizing your energy is such a valuable practice. But I also understand that December for a lot of women in business feels quite chaotic and hectic, or it can, because there is a bit of a race to tie up loose ends. There might be a bit of a race to kind of, achieve those last minute goals or those last minute deadlines. The social calendar can feel definitely busier than other times of the year. There could be, end of school performances and assemblies. We are often pulled in many, many different directions. And so reflecting or creating time to reflect at this time of year may not necessarily work for you. And I have felt myself in the past that trying to sit down in December and reflect to set goals for the year ahead is actually not been a good time for me. And so I want to be really honest with you that if that feels like it's just another thing on your to-do list, then put it aside. Leave it until a time where you feel like you've got more space, where you've got more capacity, where your mind is a little clearer, and that you are motivated to do that reflection, which then, of course, can lead you into creating a vision for the year ahead. The other thing that I wanted to suggest is to be really mindful that you're not falling into the trap of creating any more busyness at this end of the year. We can often find ourselves chasing down goals that we perhaps haven't yet achieved because of this concept of the year coming to the end. we can find ourselves saying yes to social or business obligations that are actually not aligned. And what we know is that it's actually going to drain our energy. So you can really utilize and lean into your human design at this time of the year. And of course, at any time of any year, really leaning into your strategy and authority can support you to make sure that what you are choosing to do with your time and your energy really aligns with what it is that you want. So if you are a beautiful generator, follow that sacral joy. Focus on the things that excite you and energize you. And don't waste time on tasks or commitments or social engagement that actually feel a bit meh. Follow what it is that really is going to give you energy and excitement. For our manifesting generators, be really conscious about what it is that you juggle. Yes, you are a multi-passionate being. Yes, you have the capacity to respond to multiple things at once, but don't just do everything because you can. Be really discerning about what it is that you want to utilize your energy on at this time of year. Projectors, honour your natural rhythms and rest when you need to. You do not have anything to prove to anyone, and you don't need to prove that by doing more. You do not want to burn yourself out at what can be such a beautiful time of the year coming into the Christmas and New Year period. So honour yourself and rest and self-care as needed. And really that goes for all energy types. Our beautiful manifestors, listen to those creative urges and, only take action when it feels right. Skip the busy work. If it is that you are in rest period, honour that. If you feel like there's a surge coming on, honour that. But don't fall into the trap of this hustle culture and be busy just for the sake of it. And then our beautiful reflectors, ensure that you're tuning into your environment and protecting your energy. It's really vital that you stay where it is that you feel inspired. So, as I said, it's such an incredibly valuable tool to lean into your human design, in particular at this time of year, because we can get swept up in the busyness. We can get swept up in what is sometimes the hype of ending a year and the things that we should be doing. And I feel like let's remove the shoulds and let's lean into what feels good for us. If this time of year is, additionally hectic, there are more responsibilities, your priorities are different, and reflection and setting a vision and goals for 2025 is not the right time, then don't place any more pressure on yourself. Set that aside for, even January, even if it's later January. Do that when you feel inspired to do so. Don't be pressured into doing it because you see everyone else doing it around you. Do what is right for you. So that's my little two bobs worth as we are in the first week of December. I hope that you are finding a little bit of space and a little bit of time in what can be a really busy and hectic time of the year. I myself am off to Bali tomorrow with my family, and then I will be heading to Perth to spend Christmas with my sister and her family. So I will still be releasing podcast episodes right throughout the Christmas and New Year period. I will absolutely be taking my computer with me and doing some final sessions, some final human design readings, and I will also be winding up the first round of the Elevate and Align Mastermind, which has just been absolutely incredible. So I will still be here right through the December and January period. Next week, we're going to be kicking off a little mini-series talking into the pillars that I cover inside Elevate and Align Mastermind. But until then, go and have a beautiful day. Find the space in the moments throughout your day at this time of year. Sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you back here next week.
That wraps up another episode of Aligned. I'm so grateful you've taken time out of your day to tune in. If today's episode sparked something in you, I'd love it if you would share it with someone else that could also benefit. And if you feel called, I would love it if you would leave a review. A review is like an icy cold glass of Prosecco. Always welcomed, always appreciated. And if we're not yet connected on socials, head over to @Kell Quarrell on Instagram and say hello. I love nothing more than connecting with awesome women in business. Until next time, keep tapping into your design, taking bold, aligned action, and doing business your way.